Now, the company recently hit this 52-week low, which creates a real buying opportunity. This will be our sixth pick overall. And this is a REIT. I haven't really covered this a whole lot, called UDR. This is an apartment REIT that generates a majority of its net operating income from primarily from coastal markets. Now, I put a map up here. When I say coastal markets, 35% of that exposure is in the West Coast, 25% of that exposure is in the Sun Belt, and 40% of that exposure is in the Northeast and Mid Atlantic. So they definitely are spread around across all of the coastal areas. But one differentiator for UDR, much like Progressive, I just talked about, is technology, which means the company uses this data to make better decisions across all of its business lines. They assess more than 1 million data daily elements to understand resident satisfaction levels while also leveraging AI to increase the predictive nature of these satisfaction scores to identify actions to increase customer value. Now, the company also has a fairly good balance sheet. They are investment grade rated. That's triple B plus S&P with sector leading weighted average interest rate, the lowest percentage of maturing debt among all of the apartment peers over the next 3 and 5 year period. The company also has $1 billion of liquidity with strong leverage metrics that include debt to enterprise value of 30% and net debt to EBITDA of 5.5 times. Now, that's not the cheapest in the apartment sector, but when you consider the company's balance sheet that I just talked about, the current multiple appears very attractive. Also, UDR's dividend yield is 5.1% higher than these investment grade rated apartment peers. Now, the company recently hit this 52-week low, which creates a real buying opportunity. Using this fast graphs tool below or here, I believe UDR could deliver 20% annualized returns over the next 5 years or potentially 50% from now through the end of 2027. So definitely a cheap REIT to consider.